This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV, and we're very pleased to be joined today by Ben Palmer, the president of Maritime for Inmarsat, to discuss his vision for the company moving forward. Ben, first and foremost, we truly appreciate your time here. You're new to the company. To start us off, why don't you give a brief introduction of your background?
Thanks, Greg, and it's great to be spending time with you here in Oslo. I'm new to the company. I'm new to the maritime satcom industry. Joined about 5 months ago. Have a background in running complex engineering, software-heavy businesses, in most recently in the defence and national security world. And I've spent a career really that's focused on pulling teams together, driving focus on strategy and outcomes, and quite often doing so against the background of industries or businesses that need to embrace change because their worlds are shifting, and to stay competitive and to stay relevant.
You're new to Inmarsat. What specifically attracted you to this job at this time?
Well, I think it's a really interesting time to come into the maritime world. At one level, of course, the market is reviving after 2 very challenging years with COVID, and that's an exciting and presents exciting opportunity, I think, for companies like ours. At the same time, we're facing significant change in our environment, competition, pace of technological evolution, and frankly, the sorts of things that customers are looking to us to help them to solve. Inmarsat traditionally has had this fantastic brand, this fantastic reputation built around the resilience, the reliability, and the global coverage of its satellites. And those are all still really important strengths. But it's also important that we focus on how we can help customers to navigate through some of these challenging questions that they've got around, for example, how to make their fleets more efficient and how to take cost out of their operations.
Okay, so coming into the job, can you share what your initial impressions on the company were, and also discuss in the first 5 months what you consider to be your top priorities?
Yeah, thanks. And of course, when you come in somewhere new, it's all about learning. It follows from where I've come from that I've got a doubly steep learning curve. I've got to learn about the business, and I've got to learn too about the market and the industry that we're in. I've done maritime, I've done space, and I've done connectivity in the past, but always in separate boxes. I've been hugely impressed by the ethos of the company, the quality of the people, and that really strong brand and reputation in the marketplace. Huge strengths in terms of our presence, our installed base, and I think the quality of our basic satcom offering. And all of those are things that we need to build on moving forward. As I've said, I think it's really important now that we focus on the small number of things that will really make a difference in terms of how do we drive and sustain growth in our business. And that's going to depend fundamentally on our ability to reflect and engage with the needs of our customers. Inmarsat is a business that needs to, I think, embrace those relationships with our customers and also with our partners around the world. And so, my teams are focusing on building those relationships, sustaining that trust, and then thinking through what we can do to solve some of their hardest challenges.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's focus on those challenges. And as you look at the industry, obviously you're a quick study of industries. Like you said, you've worked in various parts of it. But when you look at the maritime industry today, what do you see as some of the primary drivers, and where can Inmarsat help?
I think there are 2 really obvious things around sustaining and driving cost efficiency in industry. And also embracing the challenges presented by decarbonisation. And I think on both sides of the house, the industry's got a lot to do. I think a key piece of that is going to be the extent to which ship owners, ship operators, shipping companies can embrace the opportunities presented by the digital agenda. Both as a means to reduce cost, to drive more automation, to embrace the opportunities presented by greater use of technology, but also to drive more efficiency and reduce their carbon emissions. And reliable, secure, global communications are a key enabler of that. I think what we've got to do is bring to life the opportunities that might exist, harvesting and drawing upon our ecosystem, working closely with our partners, many of whom are bringing specific digital skills, technologies and applications to bear. And I think that's an important and exciting area for Inmarsat to pursue over the next few years.
Yeah, well, I mean, it certainly is. It's a transcendent time in this industry right now. It's a very traditional industry, but you have digitalization, decarbonization, autonomy, all kind of coming together at once. And again, I've been covering this for 30 years, and I've never seen the rapidity of the change. One just final question. As you stated, Inmarsat's an iconic brand. You have a lion's share of the market. What do you see as the challenges to grow the business further in the future?
I think those challenges really come down to sustaining the strength of our relationships with our customers, making sure that nobody feels they're taken for granted, making sure that everybody feels that we have the customer at the heart of what we're about. And I think that's partly going to be a function of relationships, and partly going to be a function of the value that we can bring in the context of their problems today, which go beyond simply reliable and secure communications, but actually become about harnessing that in a digital environment to solve the mission problems that they have out on the high seas doing their business day in, day out. Getting our teams focused on that customer side and executing on our strategy is going to be an important focus for me over the next few months. And it's a challenge I'm really excited to be taking on.
Okay, well, again, I've been covering this a long time. I look forward to working with you and your team and following as we progress.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for the time.